What up, dogs? What up, Dan? Right, Jamaican. What up, Star, Drek, Cord, Series, Cranio? No, today's mouse and keyboard. Mouse and keyboard for Warzone. We can snipe and the smokes on this game. Honestly, this sick, isn't it, Joey? My no 6 streak is over. I know, right? I think this is a better game for mouse and keyboard than Modern Warfare 4. Straight up.
Perfection.
It feels better. What up, Joey? Whatever, bro. Let's get it rolling. Yeah, my no 6 streak is over. Emma brought something back her first week of school. It's not anything like too serious, but I was just so drained yesterday. It started to hit me towards the end of the last stream a couple days ago where I just got tired out of nowhere. I was kind of confused about it. But yeah, I started to feel it later that night, and then all day yesterday I was just out for the count. And today still don't feel very good, but we'll throw a short one up, you know. It happens every year. Every year the little munchkins bring home something. The lettuce from Taco Bell. Bro, I haven't had Taco Bell in... Mr. Jamaican with the 16 months and the insane streak. Grateful for you, homie. Thank you, thank you. I did. 100% I did. I jinxed myself. Because I've been saying, like, I really haven't been sick in a long, long time. It's not a severe sickness, but it is what it is. That's crazy, Joey. Congrats, bro. What up, Joe? Best cure for sickness, insane sniping. Hey, we'll see. We'll see. I've just been trying to stay hydrated, getting good food. I've been in the sauna twice. Try to sweat it out. Hoping that I can sleep a little bit better tonight. It's just one of those, like, I'm so used to breathing out of my nose that if I can't breathe out of my nose, like,
This what we do.
I don't know, I just feel super weird and I get headaches. The last night my nose was just super stuffy and I just couldn't sleep. I was like, I kept on getting up, trying to sit up, let it drain, blow my nose, then try to like fall asleep in like the couple minutes that I had with my nose clear. It was just annoying, you know. Drew, thank you for the 37 months over 3 years. What's up, homie? Appreciate you, Drew. Thank you for over 3 years. When the nose strip helps. Yeah, I mean, this is what it is. I refuse to use, like, nose sprays and stuff like that. Refuse to use nose sprays. And, like, I don't use Tylenol or ibuprofen or any of that kind of stuff. Just let your body deal with it, you know. That's how I feel. The nose thing probably would have been clutch. I still wouldn't have been able to breathe though. Never appreciate clear breathing nose until it's clogged. Yeah, same thing with a tight lower back. You know, never appreciate until you get like your lower back tweaked, and then it's just like everything is a pain. See. Let's do this. Any injury in general? Yeah.
Enemy soldier incoming. Use this time to the target range. Real things coming through. Enemies are dropping into the area.
Trying to
Watch the
find
sky.
something here for Emma real quick. Hold on.
Prep time's over. Now you deploy to the war zone.
Let's see. Sorry, dogs. Like, Emma has like some doctor stuff that she needs from me real quick. What up, Jimmy? Missing the brick background.
Battle
Yeah.
Royale. Keep clear of the gas. Get to the safe zone.
Let's do it. What up, Screw? Tips on getting better at pull-ups. Yeah, just do more pull-ups. I've always been pull-ups are one of the easier things to get better at because you just simply need to do more of them. 6 stream, both, Dostry. Both. You just need to do more of them. So I always say, like, pick a number. Right? Like, I want to get 50 pull-ups and just don't leave the bar until you get all 50. Okay, hopefully this works. I said, sorry dogs, I need to take care of some stuff for Emma real quick. It was just tough timing as soon as I start stream. One more thing, one more thing. Almost done, almost done. Okay, hopefully that works.
You're clear to engage all hostiles.
I'm wondering how Modern Warfare 4, like, Resurgence or whatever, feels big map on mouse and keyboard. 'Cause I legitimately think that this feels better than this game feels better than Modern Warfare 4 on mouse and key.
Got contact!
Whoa. What? Bro. My game just legitimately just froze. What in the world? I mean, that's just unfortunate, I guess. My game just straight up froze. Unfortunate. Happy birthday, AJ.
Fight started. Be ready. You're next.
I know, right, Day? I know. Last stream I said I don't remember the last time I was sick, and then literally got sick yesterday.
Success means redeployment. Failure means
Is what it is. Dude, it's still just lagging like crazy, bro. What's going on here?
Not gonna let myself down again.
What in the world, bro? Back to school per tradition, yep. It is what it is.
It's only a mindset.
Hopefully it was just that lobby. Hopefully it's just that lobby. That's weird. I don't need to like... Doesn't say that I'm still downloading shaders or anything. You eat every day a bunch lately because last night in my dream. That's awesome, sick. That's actually funny, dude. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's usually how your first game is, then immediately exit out of COD. Yeah, I gotta give you guys at least 3 hours. You just can't care that much, dude. If this game lets you get upset, then you're just doing it wrong. Unless you're 18 years old.
We're headed to the war zone. Get geared up and stand by.
As soon as you grow a little hair on your chest, this game should never upset you. It's not good enough to. I would say I am too, Jimmy, but there's just, for me, for Call of Duty, there just needs to be a line drawn. You know, there just needs to be a line drawn. If you care too much about this game, it will do nothing but hurt your mental health. Guaranteed. So I just have that very, very strict line in the sand that I will never cross. I just can't.
Battle Royale. Gas is closing on your position. Suggest you hightail it out of there.
Whatever, Dance. Doing solid, bro. So I got a little bit of a sickness. Down with the sickness. But it's just kind of expected when the girls go back to school. I feel that, Jimmy. I feel that. I'm just at the point with this game where I won't even let it annoy me. I try to not even let it annoy me. I try. Let's go, Indy. Happy birthday, me. What do you mean, talking so much trash, Star? About the game? I think he likes it. They already made the mistake of making a good game, Jimmy. All those years ago. Wait, in his YouTube video, he has opinions about what I say about the game? Whatever, bro. That's cool.
Targets are up. Go take them down. Secure the supply boxes. Locations are marked on your tag map.
I have a confidence that my take of the game, as far as for mouse and keyboard players, will be what mouse and keyboard players like. What actually the reality is, you know. As soon as they play it for themselves, then they'll see. Oh, hold on. It's up for each person to decide on their own, you know. Up for each person to decide on their own. Yes, I really could care less, bro.
2 supply boxes down.
I
One
could
to go.
care less. Maybe a long time ago I would have cared. But you can say whatever.
Be advised, an enemy squad is tracking your location. Contract complete. All supply boxes found.
Wait, bye. We'll do another one. Well, like I said, I feel like once mouse and keyboard players actually get their hands on the game, they'll see exactly what I've been saying. It's really not too hard to figure out. I never said anything bad about I've always tried to compliment Metaphor because he's such an incredible player, you know. But his like take on how good the game is not applicable to other people, right? Like other people aren't doing what he's doing in the game. Doesn't matter who you are. Whereas I feel like for me, my gameplay is a lot more. What's the word? Especially at this point, right? A lot more. My brain's not working, but similar to how most people would play, right? I'm not the greatest player in the world, not even close. I'm much more of a casual player at this point that just kind of plays the game, you know, more, almost kind of how you guys do, where I know that it is like my job technically, but I'm not taking it that serious. I'm more here to hang out with you guys. I'm a just chatting streamer more than I am a Call of Duty pro. I don't even consider myself anywhere close. Nor do I think that I'm even that good at the game. I say that all the time. So when I'm talking about how the game's gonna play, it's for like that type of player, right? Like I'm not a 0.01% player anymore. I might be able to snipe pretty good. That's about it. That's about it. Other than that, I'd consider myself pretty below average at the game, and that I'm totally fine with it. Cause I got other stuff going on. I'm more so enjoy hanging out with you guys than anything. So as far as, like I said, my review of the game, it's just to 99% of other mouse and keyboard players are gonna think the exact same way that I do. Nor do I really care about ever getting invited to COD Next. Screw Activision. Bunch of soulless pricks. You know. Oops, I bought the wrong thing.
Enemy hunters were taken out. You're in the clear. Loadout drop headed your way.
Dude, I'm still lagging like crazy. Okay. What up, Zoc? There's no such thing. Well, you get what I'm saying. People that like actually take Warzone serious. There's not too many of them, but on vacation actually watching on a plane. What was the overall take on Modern Warfare 4? Modern Warfare 4 is a terrible game for mouse and keyboard. It really is. The guns feel good though. I kind of like the movement. The sniping is awesome on Modern Warfare 4, but the problem for mouse and keyboard is still the same thing that's been a problem for a long time. The visibility is awful. It's fine if no one's shooting at you, right? If no one's shooting at you, it's not bad at all. But as soon as you get shot at like, you know, 15 meters and beyond, there's just nobody on the screen. So if you want to play the game on mouse and keyboard, it needs to be kind of like what we've been doing basically, where you have to snipe, You have to engage every single fight with a smoke. You have to get the first shots off, right? Which is not just, there's not a super high percentage of players that can consistently do that. So for 99% of the player base, it's going to be an awful game on mouse and keyboard, just like it's been for years. Like nothing changed, you know. If you're on mouse and keyboard, stay away from the game. But the game on controller was actually pretty fun. It's a very smooth feeling game, and the visibility issues don't really matter that much, right? You don't really need to see what you're shooting at on controller. I see this guy, by the way.
Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone.
Taking fire!
Juggernaut crates incoming. Suit up.
Loading fresh mag! Lost contact! Molotov!
Where'd he go? This guy's sneaky, man. Sneaky, sneaky. Yeah, it's just, if I didn't have any smokes though, Star, if I don't have a sniper and smokes in that rallied fight, I stand no chance. Like, you need to hit a headshot. You need to have smokes. It's just the standing a chance on mouse and keyboard against controller is just so, like, you have to set up each and every fight. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. Let's see. There's some decent spots to set up here. Unless you're playing Super. Shipping 24/7 is actually pretty fun. Another thing about the Modern Warfare 4 beta, just the beta necessarily, the maps were awful. Like, actually terrible. I'm hoping that obviously there's significantly more maps than what they showed in the beta, because it was legitimately some of the worst maps ever made. Especially the what was the thing called? It wasn't Shipment, it was something Transit 213. Dead serious, the worst map ever created. It's just, I guarantee within a little bit they'll bring back Shipment. It was really, really bad, bro. Really, really bad. So I definitely will, like, when the multiplayer comes out. Ground War is pretty sick. I'm sure that will be a lot better. The game just needs much more space, in my opinion, to, like, really be enjoyable. The super close range maps, not it, bro.
Reloading! Taking fire!
Hey, I find Michael Myers all the time, bro. GG's, man. Let's see, more Emma stuff, hold on. But I think I know exactly where this one is. We're dead. Dang it. Thought I did. Maybe not. Boom. What up, Testament? Thanks, bro. What up, here we go. Yeah, how you doing, soldier? For new levels of COD slop, yeah, pretty much guaranteed. I feel about Modern Warfare 4 beta. Like I was saying, it was a fun game on controller. It really was, but it's just another bad game on mouse and keyboard. I am, soldier. I am. Hence the title. Giving you guys a short one today. Let you know I'm still alive. I could have sworn.
Enemies dropping into the AO. Ruck up, you're heading to the war zone.
Oh, I have not played War Dogs. I plan to. I plan to play War Dog. On like as soon as it releases the 10th or whatever, I'm actually really looking forward to War Dogs. The more that I see about the game, the better that it looks. Seems like it's a game that's kind of right up my alley. Plans to play with Jesse, and we'll be playing War Dogs for like at least 4 days. In the middle of next. But it looks pretty sick. No, it's not either. War Dogs. It's like if it has PUBG gunplay. I'll try to fix it. PUBG gunplay. Rust base building. Battlefield class system. With an in-game economy to be able to buy better guns and stuff like that. So it's unique, and it's 100 people on the map, 3 teams, so 33 each or whatever. And it's like a King of the Hill between the 3 teams with all of those things that I just mentioned. It's a unique game. There's not really anything like it. There's like, it's a blend of a lot of different ones. I did see the PUBG Dead.net trailer. I did see that. Apparently the match just lasts a long time, Johnny. A long time. I've heard like a couple hours at least.
Hunt down the enemy. Enemy intel located. Capture and secure the intel point to discover
6 to 8 hours, that's actually insane. The Rings of Power trailer, that looked pretty sick. But yeah, like a 2-hour long match is what Jesse was saying. I'm sure it can last less, but that's what Jesse was saying. That you can like set up and just snipe for like 2 hours. Sounds pretty sick to me, bro.
Intel point activated. Now ensure the point is secure.
It's 2 games to stream. If it's a 5-hour long game. But it looks pretty dope. I'm excited for it. I'm excited. We'll see how it goes.
Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas spread. Check your map. I've marked a point containing enemy intel nearby. Capture
Team
it
says
for
if they don't
information
slow
on
down the
next
movement for
gathering.
DMZ, it will be in big trouble. In what way? In what way? He just thinks that it's just gonna be just controller sweat lords just YYing around everywhere and trying to wipe the map like they do in Resurgence. About pacing. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Honestly, they could just do it by making the game harder. By nerfing aim assist, you know?
Good work. Hold down the point until it's secure. Gas is
Dude.
inbound.
Problem is just it's so easy for everybody to aim in this game on controller. On any Call of Duty game. If they were to just bring aim assist back down to earth, then all of that wouldn't really matter too much, but they're never going to. It's gonna be PvPvE, Dostry. That's already been
Intel
confirmed.
point captured. Great work. You've earned a peek at the next gas spread.
Ooh, a stadium game, huh?
Loading fresh mag.
If the internet is actually telling the truth, so many people refunded their pre-orders. I feel like you're an idiot if you pre-order COD in 2020 anything. You know? There's no reason to ever pre-order Call of Duty. Play it for free. See if you like it, go from there. No reason to ever pre-order Call of Duty. They've just done such a terrible job over the years, you know?
Standing by.
That to like trust that they know what they're doing is foolish. What's that?
CUAV prepped for launch.
Calling an encounter UAV.
Precision airstrike available. You've got a loadout drop inbound.
I almost have enough money for a potential restock. Nice.
MTC is dry. Image exiting the AO.
And mouse and keyboard movement will always be better. But with Omni movement, they brought that skill gap as close to fingers together as they could, you know? Omni movement was basically a direct buff to controller movement. I'm gonna get on top of stadium. See how this goes. We all do, Ranger. We all do, bro. The Warzone hasn't been good since then, you know, 5-6 years ago. And I don't really see, I mean, we'll see with Modern Warfare 4, we'll see, but imagine if, you know, like the different perks for Modern Warfare 4, could you guys imagine if Ninja is a playable perk in Warzone? Oh my gosh, bro. For those of you who don't know, hey, I can't wait, Jesse, we were just talking about it. For those of you who don't know, Ninja is basically dead silence, and it's a perk in Modern Warfare 4. So that's what I'm saying. Like, could you imagine dead silence, freaking in Warzone?
Enemy UAV is online.
It doesn't matter. Audio sucks anyway. Yeah, that's fair. We were just talking about it, Jesse. How I got War Dogs planned the 10th through the whatever till you're gone training again, and I'm pretty hyped for it. I think I sold Shaded on it as well. I don't know if you have some other buddies that are signed up for that day, but I'd imagine the parties that we can be in are probably pretty decent size, right? Can it be up to 6, 4 at the minimum? I'm sure. People were complaining footsteps were too loud in the beta. I don't even like pay attention to footsteps in multiplayer.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Nice. Dope, dope. Is it 4 as big as the party can be? Or is it bigger? I guess we could just get in a Discord call and like try to squat up in the same thing anyway. They don't really matter too much. It can be like 12. That's sick. I like that. That's actually dope. Okay, so we can just get all the people for it. Like I said, I think I sold Shaded on it as well. He was, I forget what he was asking. Something about September. And I was saying like that me and you got plans for War Dogs as soon as it releases. And then he started jumping on into the videos. And then he was just like, okay, dude, I'm sold. And now he's sending me videos about it. And the more that I've watched on it, dude, it actually might be pretty legit. Might actually be pretty legit. Dang it, man. I'm still looking for stuff for Emma. I could have sworn I had it.
Gas is moving.
I could have sworn. Please, please, please. I should be good up here. I don't think anyone's gonna push me. Let's hope. Let's see if it just closed on me. Okay, I've gone through all my pictures. It's not there. Yeah, the gunplay looks dope, dude. People like were saying too, like some of the best parts about the game seem to be the leveling up system and stuff like that. Like it's pretty legit. Thanks, 7. Or at least for a little bit, yeah. Shaded's definitely gonna be choppering it up. They look like decently difficult to pilot as well. Now jumping back to this game, I think I have to say the graphics on Modern Warfare 4 definitely look a lot better than this. A lot better. That's a good thing. I wonder if it does really well on PC. If they do release it for console later on, like PUBG style thing. Like same game with different skins. Well, I mean that's always COD. COD's always just kind of reskinned this, but so as far as the graphics, the Modern Warfare 4 graphics are definitely better than this. Did they confirm it's coming out in 2027? Yeah, that's most likely what will be the case, is they come out with it for PC first. Hopefully it's pretty optimized as well. That'd be pretty sick. And then later on they can come out with it for console. Yeah, we'll see. Coop. What?
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located. Classified weapon delivery is imminent. Get in position and prepare
That's a
for
little
acquisition.
weird. I prefer to be able to just lay down here, bro. As serious as you're taking the game, like I'd just like to lay down, please. You gonna get out here or what?
The classified weapon's now in combat
My
zone.
goodness, that was
Secure
loud.
it to gain the upper hand. The foe has acquired a classified weapon. Take it from their cold, dead hands.
Reloading!
That would have been sick. No way no one pushes me up here, right? No way. Oh man. You lost 10% of your brain cells during the Modern Warfare 4 beta. You just gotta plug in the roller, dude. But I feel you. The gameplay loop and the maps was very, like, numb. Very brain numbing for sure. This next weekend with Resurgence and Ground War should be quite a bit better. Unless you're 18 years old, you're not usually a fan of Call of Duty maps. It just is what it is. You need a lot more space to actually think and move. And this last weekend, there was almost no thinking and no moving. You take one step, you're getting shot from 3 directions. So hopefully, this next weekend will be quite a bit better. I didn't even notice that. I got a little level on the scope. It's pretty sick. Does it actually, like, influence anything? Like, if I'm like this? It does. Wow, that's interesting. Oh, look. The level's actually working. Public beta for everyone. Public beta for everyone. Which, like, even last weekend, or this past weekend, there's no reason in 2020 anything you should ever pre-order a COD. They were giving away the codes. A lot of people apparently canceled their pre-orders after playing it. I didn't think that it was that bad on controller. But we'll see. Didn't really miss anything, dude. Marathon Season 3? We'll see, dude. We'll see, Mike. I'd love to say yes, but no one really plays Marathon. No one really watches it, you know? It's tough to make it a full-time game when that's just the reality. But week 1 you didn't really miss anything. So there wasn't much of a gameplay loop.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
Loading fresh mag!
Oh, I shot the wrong one, rip. Yeah, good idea, Ram. Good idea. Like I said, you really didn't miss a thing with this latest Warzone beta, or sorry, Call of Duty beta. Well, GTA is about to take over, bro. GTA is about to completely take over. If you look at right now, like, GTA 5 is one of the most watched games on Twitch still. GTA 5.
You've got gas moving in.
We might just play GTA, dude, honestly. Just become a role-playing streamer. Just, like, become a personal trainer in GTA. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Getting everyone's diets right in GTA. Yeah, I know, Ram. Yeah, that's true, world. I'm obviously, like, I'm not playing GTA when it first comes out. I don't even have a console to freaking play it, bro. Yeah, I know, Dan, I know. The dinosaurs? Yeah, it's pretty sick, huh? Well, it will come out on PC eventually. It'll come out eventually. I'm not buying a console. Not buying a console to play GTA. That is for sure. Think so, 7? Maybe when it comes out on PC, we'll mess around with it. Who knows? I'm not gonna say no for sure, but it's not on the top of my to-do list.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. No more fighting in the gulag.
Changing max.
Well, guess what? There's my special.
You've got a loadout drop inbound. Hostile UAV in the area.
Sick. We did it. Am I buying Emma console? She's 4, bro. You don't need to play video games yet.
You're in the top 10. Keep knocking them down.
She don't need to play video games. She needs to swim, be on the beach, ride horses, do gymnastics. That's the childhood that she's having, you know? She's probably not going to be able to even play video games until she's older. In a great spot. Time for a phone? Heck no. Her sister's 9 and her sister's not getting a phone anytime soon. Heck no. No, her mom does not play any video games. Dang it, Clove. Nice star. No, her mom's like against the girls playing video games, which I'm totally fine with. I said they don't need it. Not yet. Somebody right here, right? I definitely don't need it yet.
Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Dang.
Reloading. Semtex incoming.
Enemy airstrike in the area.
Can I?
Enemy UAV overhead.
Target area marked.
Losing
You're cleared
ground.
hot.
Move it.
Copy that. Longbow 3-1 is on station. Strike inbound.
contact. No hit.
Loading fresh mag.
Poor dude. Wait till I get 2 of each. There we go. It'd be sick as if I could find an
Gas is inbound.
explosive.
Marking new safe zone.
Man, I think I know where they're all at, right? Yeah, nade him, nade him. Whoa.
Gas is inbound. Your squad's in the top 5.
Changing mags.
I'm on the same team right now, bro. Nice shot. Nice shot. Get him. Come on down. Why do I have a permanent UA?
New safe zone located.
It's this,
Gas is moving. You're in the top 3. Don't let up now.
sick. GG's, Danny.
5 remaining.
GG's, Danny.
Knock yourself off.
I expected him to not be in a safe spot, but he was. Constant UAVs because of the specialist weapon, by the way. Specialist weapon. That's why. Only one gun has perks. It's this, like I said, it's the specialist weapon. Only one gun. I was hoping that the guy on the roof would keep that guy pinned, but they were just both focused on me. And I didn't have a gas mask either. A bike for Emma? Yeah. That will definitely be something that I said no tablet, no video games, a bike for sure. I need a bike too. There's lots of good like places to ride bikes around here that are like decently safe. What up, Lena? Yeah. I get that constant UA, but everyone knows where I'm at. How's the beta looking? For Modern Warfare 4, it's a pretty fun game on controller, not good for mouse and key. Ogwild, think of it, the 39 months, bruh. Appreciate you, man. Much love, over 3 years, let's get it. So if you're a mouse and keyboard player, just stay away. But if you're on controller, you'll probably enjoy it. I enjoyed it quite a bit on controller. As much as you can for the limited amount that they gave. Avalon. Boo. I really don't mind it for solos. Well, don't worry about it right now, Ram. As far as coming back to Warzone, leveling up guns, we're not even going to be playing this version of Warzone in a little bit, so none of it will matter. None of the guns carry forward, nothing. So just when Modern Warfare 4 comes out, those will be the meta weapons. That's always the case. There'll be 1 or 2 weapons that you need to level up, and then you'll be fine.
Check weapons here. We're holding for deployment.
That won't be that difficult to level up anyway.
Taking fire!
All stations, this is Shadow 01.
You really think he's better than Gonzalez? Yeah, I think he's better than Gonzalez. Gonzalez's best attribute was his contested catch in the red zone. He was incredible at it. He was a great route runner as well, but Gronk, better blocker and much better run after the catch. Gronk might be one of the best run after the catch players of all time, you know, of any position ever. When he got the ball, he's like literally a gazelle.
Battle Royale.
Had incredible balance, incredible hands. But I definitely think Tony Gonzalez, amazing. Amazing. Gronk is just a couple of the things that make tight ends what they are. Gronk does better than anybody who's ever lived. That's why I pick him as the clear #1. A mobilized tank, yeah. Because like the contested catches that Gonzalez, let's say Gonzalez is the greatest contested catcher tight end of all time. Gronk's #2, right? It's not a huge difference either. And then as far as blocking tight ends, Gronk has to be top 3 blocking tight ends of all time. Even tight ends that are drafted that they don't even plan to throw the ball to, that are just there to basically be an extra lineman, but the defense has to account for a potential out route later into the play, like a slow developing out. Gronk is still just as good as those guys at blocking. And then as soon as you get him the ball in space, GG's. If you don't have Cam Chancellor or Ryan Clark or Troy Polamalu, good frickin' luck. It's gonna require 2 or 3 people. He's just a freak. From a Bills fan, I'm sorry, bro. You understand better than anyone then.
Eliminate all targets in the AO. Supply box is marked. Secure those locations.
As with Travis Kelce, he is not even anywhere close to as good at those things as Gronk or Gonzalez. Kelce's best attribute is his brain.
2 remain.
He can just read defenses and find space better than anyone. He's not even going into this season. He'll still probably be somewhat close to 800-900 yards, and he's easily the least athletic tight end in the entire NFL. That just kind of shows his strength has nothing to do with his physical attributes. Yeah, he's big, but he's at this point in his career, he's completely out of shape, bro. You know, he's completely out of shape. Looks like he put on 30 pounds, which I'm not blaming him. He won the lotto, bro. He just got married to a billionaire. He doesn't ever need to play football again. He's been partying, traveling the world. I'm not blaming him at all, but I'm just saying he's still going to be a good player, completely out of shape. Maybe later in the year he'll be in much better shape. That's kind of your best bet as a Chiefs fan. Don't worry about Kelce for the first half of the year, Mr. Pfizer. Yeah, I mean he clearly sold his soul there, bro. But whatever. We can disagree with these players all we want off the field, but I'm just talking about on the field. Kind of like with LeBron, how I'm a huge LeBron fan on the field, not so much off, right? Well, that still doesn't stop me from loving him on the court for the last 27 years. You guys watch the UFC Dana White's Contender Series? Anyone watch that? They had
You've got gas moving in.
there was I'm gonna go by over here. 3 or 4 like first round knockouts that were pretty entertaining, and then Frank Mir's daughter was a minus 6,000 favorite and lost. Minus 6,000 and lost. That's insane. I think she was the biggest favorite in the history of the UFC. It's crazy to watch. Yeah, and once again, can you blame him, Eradicator? Can you blame him? Can you blame him?
Nice job, soldier. Stay there to secure
His
the
biggest
intel.
priority in life now is no longer like, I need to be the top physical athlete to win another Super Bowl. It's, I do not want to upset my billionaire wife, so her next album isn't about me. You know? And then half of America hates him. Man's gonna be walking on eggshells for a while.
Well done, soldier. Check your map for the next gas spread location.
Let's see. Let's get into Lowtown here. He would have retired as world champ. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. He won. Can't say anything about him. If he gets 300 yards this year and everyone's calling him like the worst head in football, he still won. He married Taylor Swift. GG's, bro. GG's. Or as Myth would say, GG. What's this? I see a red dot over here. Dude, it's lagging all over the place, bro.
Loading fresh mag.
Well, you don't really know her, you know, or like could convince you to marry Taylor Swift. You don't know her. Maybe she's a nice person. Who knows? I don't know her. Nor do I pay enough attention. Maybe more about her is out there. I just don't know. Sorry, Santiago. That's fair, Zep. That's fair. That's fair. You think she actually is, though? That's what I wonder. Like, those people that, like, are making that much money, do you think they actually are? Or are they just saying it for more money? So they're trying to make as much money as they can. They want as little government as possible. Maybe they just make so much that it doesn't frickin' matter.
Changing mags.
Biohazard Daryl. Those people that have worked for her and they said it was a good gig. Yeah, I mean, as far as her interactions with other people, it doesn't seem like she's like an Ellen DeGeneres, you know? She seems nice.
Loading fresh mag.
So far, I've been removed, yeah.
Loadout drop headed your way. closing in. Relocating safe zone.
Tossing smoke grenade.
Raider 1-9 rolling in. Deploying payload. Mark vector is burning. Raider out.
I think this guy went. Yeah, I know. Antonio Gates was insane, bro. That Chargers team was so fun to watch. This guy go? He's just gone now? So. What up, Leon? How you doing, bro? Yeah, the problem is, Testament is, it's gone, but at the same time, you can't one-shot headshot people with sniper rifles, which is just a buzzkill as well. So I don't know if it necessarily works very well. See though.
Gas is inbound.
So it's not really going to matter in a little bit anyway. Junior Seau, what a beast, bro. Rip Junior. Thoughts on the Call of Duty beta? It was a decent game on controller, not very enjoyable on mouse and key. So the sniping felt really good. The graphics were pretty good. The guns were like actually kind of unique, you know. I enjoyed it. But as soon as you get in a gunfight past 15 meters, if you're on mouse and keyboard versus controller player, you just can't see anything, bro. So I gave it like an 8 on controller, like a 1 on mouse and key. If you're on mouse and keyboard, just stay away. Another year of the same thing, nothing changed. I think I'm going to the beach tonight. See. Love mouse and keyboard, can never play again on controller. Yeah, I mean, if you're like, it's just kind of tough because this is obviously what I do, right? So I kind of have to play Call of Duty right now until there's a better game that comes out. But unfortunately, the video game industry is just very watered down at this point. Hoping that War Dogs is super fun and enjoyable. I think it will be, but regardless, if this is a game that I have to play. If I didn't have to play this game, there's a 0% chance I'd be playing COD. Screw COD. But if I need to play it for a year, to try to play this game on mouse and keyboard is just, it's gonna be another miserable year. Like, why, you know? So might as well just plug in the controller, put in 70% of the effort, get 110% of the results type thing. Like, why not? What percentage of mouse key versus controller players the current player base is? I don't know. I would imagine the mouse and keyboard player base is like less than 5% for sure. For sure. I mean, it definitely, a big part of that is because it's a console game as well, right? Like, kind of going to be skewed no matter what. But as far as how the game plays on each, like, it's very clearly a controller game, and it always will be. It always will be. Hopefully I get the pull here.
Gas is closing in. Get to the
Let's
new
get over
safe
here.
zone.
10% at least? I doubt it's that high. I doubt it. I mean, I could be wrong, but there's got to be some sort of chat GPT number we can get.
Check your map. I've marked a point containing enemy intel nearby. Capture it for information on the next gas spread.
PUBG is still pretty good. PUBG just kind of... They just keep shooting themselves in the foot, bro. When they made the decision to go third person for competitive, that was just kind of the end. That's just when you throw in the towel there. It was over after that for me. It's the best ever, Plant. It's the best ever, bro. That is insane to me, to change 4.5. To change competitive to third person for a game like PUBG is just it's one of the more head scratching decisions that you could ever imagine. It just kind of shows like why people have been so upset with that studio over the years. But there is a new PUBG game coming out called dev.net. It looks like a mix between like, my goodness, what was that game that came out that like OP Marked loved that I said was gonna fail right away? Bach liked it too. Yeah, I know it is, Knife. Hey, Bronze, thank you for the 3 months, dude. Appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the sub. Let's go. No, it wasn't SOCOM. It is Mountain Biker. It is. Controller's much better, and it is for Modern Warfare 4 as well. At least I'll be on the controller for Modern Warfare 4 most of the time. Up in the marathon. No one's playing it. No one's watching it, bro. I did, Clem. I did. Super People. Thank you, PK. It kind of looks like that. Copilot just said 30% of mouse and keyboard. No way, bro. Try a different search. No way it's 30%. That's insane. This is 0% chance. My dream battle royale. I've talked about this before. My dream battle royale would be PUBG gunplay mechanics with DayZ survival-like mechanics mixed in. That is what the mid game would consist of. So if you're trying to like, it would be a long game, like a 2-hour long battle royale. The longer the better. 1 life, no gulag, none of that. 1 life. And there's like weather factors. Like you have to get warm, you have to get water, you have to get food. That would be basically the mid game. You could go kill other players for those resources, or you could scavenge them for yourself. But that would be what? That would be the mid game for sure. The 2 hours survival mechanics would be dope, bro.
HKD is ready for delivery.
I'd love it. I think that is like the best thing that could happen. It would be a combination of a battle royale and a survival game. So the longer the game, the better.
Relocating safe zone.
What is going on here, bro?
Loading fresh mag.
Out of time. You've lost the intel.
That's funny, Zip. That would be it, though. 100%. Yeah, it would not be for everybody, that's for sure. It would not be for everybody. With PUBG gun mechanics as well, like, PUBG's brutal. PUBG's a brutal game.
ground. Move it.
Yeah, exactly. It requires like 100 hours minimum to stand a chance. And there's still going to be people that you encounter in PUBG, even after 1,000 hours, that are just so much better than you that you still have no chance of killing them, really. Unless you don't move in a building. What a best.
Changing max.
I don't know what it is. It's just scratchy throat, stuffy nose, you know. Not necessarily a fever, but a little achy. It's more annoying than anything.
Reloading. Enemy helo destroyed.
I played Apex? Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Apex. I just don't like the way that the gunfights happen in that game, where it's just like reload fights and ability spam. I'm just not the biggest fan of that. It's not that I think the game's necessarily bad, it's just not my favorite style. I prefer PUBG.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone. Gulag's locked down. Area's clear.
That's my favorite
Only 10
style
left.
of game, right?
Friendly loadout drops on the way. Enemy UAV is online.
There's no way, dude. 30% is insane. I feel like it's like 5%.
UAV standing by.
Need recon overhead.
Precision airstrike ready for tasking. Gas is moving. Tracking a high-value target. Weapons hot.
Priority tasking request received. We're a dot.
Sick. No one's rapping me. There's still somebody in there, I think.
Loading fresh mag.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Who this dude had? Yeah, it is Asuka. I've been incorporating AI in my life, only as a research tool for like workouts, fitness, diets, stuff like that. It's a phenomenal research tool.
You're in the top 3. Don't let up now. Gas is closing in.
Got contact. Reloading.
Hey, it's Polish. GG's, bro.
Reloading.
Jeez. No peptides. No peptides for me. Peptides are just one of those things, like, I know that they're being advertised as safe. I understand that, and your body produces them, yada yada. We have no clue what 5 years of use and overuse of these peptides are going to do. No clue. Especially the sources that people are getting them from. So anything that comes out and is especially popular, I'm very, very skeptical of. So I'm not going to take any peptides for at least 5 to 10 years. I'm not saying, I don't think it's necessarily snake oil. A lot of them are super effective, but once again, really, we have no clue. We have no clue. Even if you want to justify it and say, like, my own body produces it, it's got to be safe. Like, your own body produces testosterone. If you take too much of that, look what happens, you know? We have no clue. Your own body produces insulin. If you take that exogenously, then guess what? You're on it for the rest of your life. What happens if some of these peptides, you take a certain amount and now all of a sudden your brain cannot produce its own dopamine, you know, or you're reliant on it the rest of your life? Like I said, we just have no clue. So I'll let everybody else be the guinea pigs, wait 5-10 years, see what the, not necessarily what the scientific studies say, but more so like the real world evidence, where it's just all over the place, where people are constantly seeing this side effect after 5 years of Retta use, their heart aged 15 years, you know. That's the kind of stuff that I'm very, very wary of. So I'm not a big proponent of taking anything that's new like that, regardless of how effective it may be, especially because, like, none of it's necessary. None of it's necessary. If you're talking about like BPC 157, I'm sure if you put in the work as far as eating the right foods to minimize inflammation and going through like PT type exercises and full ranges of motion and really putting in the actual time, you could probably have it in a better spot than if you were to just inject BPC 157. Same thing with like Retta. If you were to just control what you ate, you know, and you're eating all the right things, and you'll probably be better off at the end of it if you were to just do it without. Like, you don't, in no world do you need this stuff. It's an aid, and it can be super effective, but once again, we have no clue what long-term side effects are. We have no clue. Justify it all you want, you don't know. Not in everybody's case, Eternal, and that's TRT levels, which is kind of my point. If you're taking some of these peptides, as far as what your body produces, people are taking probably 10, 15, 20 times more, and we have no clue what those side effects are going to be. Yeah, no, I'm not saying anything about that, Ryan. Go for it, dude. Go for it. Go for it. If you need one that's going to increase your quality of life and it's proven to be safe long term at a certain dose, heck yeah. But so much of this is new, and we just don't know. The long-term side effects of like Ozempic is going to be, at least one of the many, is going to be people are going to be, what are the words? Basically injuries to their hips, their knees, their ankles, their feet, their back, because they lost so much muscle mass. But it has been around for like 10 years, but people haven't been taking the amounts that they're taking for 10 years, Web. That's what I'm saying. And I understand, like, you guys can defend it. I'm not saying that no one should ever take it. There's obviously a use case. But even if something's been around for a long time, people are not taking anywhere near the doses. People are taking insane doses of this stuff. You get what I'm saying? That's just kind of my whole argument against it. People are just taking ridiculous doses. Well, as long, Ryan, as as long as she was eating enough protein and resistance training. If she wasn't eating enough protein and not resistance training, then it could have done more harm than good. If she did that, then she's fine. the with like the GLP-1s, so people are not getting their protein, they're not resistance training, they can lose like 40% of the weight that they lose on a GLP-1 a lot of the times, if they're not doing those two things, is muscle tissue. The biggest concern in the world is holding on to as much muscle tissue as you possibly can as you age. That's the most important thing that you can do for longevity. So people that are just jumping on these GLP-1s, not doing the right thing, it's going to do way more harm than good, because they're going to, basically they're going to get on the GLP-1, they're going to lose a bunch of muscle tissue. Now when they get off the GLP-1, they didn't learn how to eat correctly, right? That's not what a GLP-1 does. It just increases satiety, so they're just not hungry. When they get off the GLP-1, because you can't be on these things forever, then all of a sudden their hunger is right back to where it was, but their based metabolic rate, how many calories they need to maintain their current body weight, is way lower than it was before, because they lost muscle tissue. So now they're in a worse spot than they started, and they're probably just going to slingshot right back to where they were with no learning being done at all, and then get back on the GLP-1, lose more muscle mass, be in a worse spot than when they started. And this is a good chunk of the people that are on it. That's the problem, right? That's the problem. The biggest harm is going to be from the slingshot. Going back and forth, losing more and more muscle tissue.
Gas is inbound.
That's good. That's good. Because if she was exercising and eating enough protein, then she held on to a bunch of muscle tissue. That's best case.
All supply boxes secure.
That's best
Contract
case.
complete.
Napalm strike ready for delivery.
You might as well buy here. Screw it. I got a Bertha. Well, that's kind of what I'm explaining here, Dale, and why like I'm always a little wary of something that's super popular. Because all of these, the majority of people on these GLP-1s are doing exactly what I just described, and the amount of the sale of artificial hips and artificial knees and all of those kind of surgeries that are going to be, those surgeries are going to skyrocket in 20 years or so. Skyrocket. Completely out of control. Fragility, that's the word. Fragility injuries are going to increase tenfold because of Ozempic. For people 40 plus, specs exercises, lift weights. Yeah, like I said, you need your biggest, obviously getting some movement in and getting your heart rate up a few times a week is important, but as far as longevity goes, building muscle tissue and holding on to muscle tissue is the most important thing that you can do as you age. My goodness, Ryan. My sick voice is hot. Heck yeah, bro. That's what I'm going for. Because in my long-term prediction, not being a doctor, right? My prediction is it'll have the same impact. These GLP-1s and GLP-3s, it'll have the same impact on fragility injuries as the excessive sugar in our food and what's the word? Statins do on dementia. They'll have the same impact where it's just completely out of control. Where is this thing? How am I missing this? It's on my level too, no, whatever. Just saying, One Life, just saying. Should we send this? Let's just send this right here.
Napalm strike standing by.
Raider 1-9 are on station, lighting up your targets. Chester, returning to base.
Don't mind if I do. There you go, Ryan. Getting rid of that inflammation, dog. Get rid of that inflammation. Best thing you can do. Well, it's just how everybody should eat all the time, you know? It's just how everybody should eat all the time. Grease, let's go, bro. We should all be eating, you know, simple, one ingredient, whole foods. Everyone in the world should be. That's just what the whole 30 is. Should be how you eat constantly. We've just gotten so far from it. A CIA plant? In what way, dude? I'm telling you to do all the opposite of what they would want as far as dwindling the human population, you know? Let's see where we're going here. Listening post. Ew. Why not? Let's do this. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Steve. We were just talking about it. That's exactly what a CIA plant would want us to believe. Well, it's hard to argue that, bro.
High value target located. Bring them down.
Hard to argue that. I just want handicraft. I don't feel like I find it on this map near as much. Yeah, I don't really eat dairy either, Zep. I don't really eat it either. I think there's a person right here. I think I saw someone in this window. What the? Maybe not. What I got against dairy? It just, my stomach doesn't really like it, is really it. Every time that I eat it, my stomach is just like in knots. Not necessarily in pain, but I immediately hold significantly more water and get inflamed. Immediately. So it's just clear, like, that's some of the signs that you should just be listening to when you, after you eat some food. Is this food easy for my body to digest? Do I have energy after I eat this? Or do you get tired? Do you get inflamed or hold a bunch more water? Do your joints get a little achy after you eat something, right? Like, that's all signs of inflammation and stuff that you shouldn't be eating. It's gonna be different for each person, but for me, dairy is one of those things. Like, it's just not worth eating. I don't feel good after I eat it. My stomach isn't happy. I hold more water, like significantly more. I usually, like, I don't hold that much water usually if everything's how it should be. So, that's not gonna be the same for every person, right? It's gonna be different for everybody. It'd be totally fine for you. For me, it's not. Where are the people on the map? No clue. I'm just kind of sticking to the outside. Dang it, eternal fate. My lactose intolerant, possibly. I didn't pay attention to it as a kid, but it's very possible that I am. Interesting death.
Bounty target's gone dark. We lost the contract.
How much carbs, fat, and protein in a diet? It completely depends on the person, Cool Hulk. Yeah, this map's not bad. Completely depends on the person and your goals. For me, I think that people eat especially people that are like training, resistance training. I was somebody who consumed upwards at one point of 2 grams per pound of protein, which is a lot. 400 grams of protein a day, way too much. I tuned it down to 1.5, still way too much. 1.2, still way too much. The sweet spot for me is about 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight. And a lot of people will say that that's too low for somebody who's resistance training, but I disagree. Maybe it could definitely be different person to person, but I notice no better recovery benefits off of 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight than 1.2 or 1.5. The recovery is the exact same. So then why would I not replace that extra protein with carbohydrates to fuel the workouts more? So that's just what I do. I'm at about 160 grams of protein, 200 grams of carbs, and 65, 70 grams of fat is what I eat every day. But I'm trying to lose weight currently. As soon as I'm trying to maintain and then build a little bit of muscle slowly, I'm just going to increase carbohydrates. That's it. The protein might go up a little bit, but once again, I'm telling you, people overeat it. It does help you stay full a little bit longer, but carbs are not the enemy when dieting. People think that they hear like if insulin is present in the body, like it's possible to store fat. If there's no insulin, it's impossible to store fat. That's just simply not true. Simply not true. You can 100% gain weight on a 0 carb diet. So why not fuel your performance, right? Carbs are a performance enhancer to the umpteenth degree. Why not? Why not? So with that extra little bit of protein, instead of getting another 50, 60 grams of protein, I just replace it with carbs. And consistently have better workouts. And the first is, like I said, as soon as I hit the body fat percentage that I'm looking to hit and want to reverse diet, you know, get back to maintenance slowly, all I'm going to do is the protein might go up a little bit just to match the goal body weight, and the carbs are just going to increase. That's literally it. Like it's pretty simple. And then the workouts are going to be able to be a lot more intense. As soon as I go from 200 grams of carbs up to 400, 450, like your workouts are going to get much better. Right now, I don't have, when I go train, I don't have a ton of energy, right? Like I can get 8 to 10 at most really good sets where I'm getting the rest period that I need. I'm just like committed fully to going to failure during those sets. That's all I got. Like I can't get 20 sets in a workout. Just way over the top. So as soon as I go up to 400 grams of protein, I'm gonna have quite a bit more good sets in me. Might be able to up my volume during my training and then recover from it as well. Oh my goodness. He doesn't even know I'm here, bro. That poor guy. It's funny. Yeah, that's my my current diet, my goals, all that kind of stuff. And then my reverse diet plan. Sick, bro.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Loading fresh mag. Loading. Drop the helo.
Nerd.
Now that's better.
Maybe next year, bub.
Just need electrolytes.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Yeah, Scott. Just first week of school.
You successfully extracted that gear. Brilliant.
We are insane. A daily dose of creatine, 5 to 10 grams. Majority of people are going to benefit off 5. If you are, the older that you get, the more essential that it is. And if you're pretty exercise trained, go ahead and bump it to 10. Just depends on how well your stomach can handle it at that point. How's that going, Scott? I mean, it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. You kind of expect it. Heard some people say up to 30 grams a day. The 30-gram study for creatine is an extremely outdated study
Loading fresh mag.
that is basically used to sell more creatine. There's no benefit to loading creatine because as soon as you stop that 30-gram dose, your blood creatine levels literally go right down to what they would at the maintenance dose. So just stick to the dose that you're going to take daily and be consistent. The loading literally does nothing. There is evidence though, as far as 30 grams of creatine, depending on your body weight, to give you like huge brain benefits on like a one-off type day. If you're sleep deprived, let's say one day you get 4 hours of sleep and you got a big presentation at work, you got you really need to be on it. If you take 30 grams of creatine in a sleep deprived state, it will increase your reflexes, is what they tested, to levels that are better than when you got a full 8 hours. So there is some pretty cool stuff that it can do. But as far as like every day, 30 grams, no, bro. No, creatine does not cause balding. There's no DHT conversion in creatine to cause balding, bro. Well, the worst that creatine is gonna do is upset your little tummy. Could give you a tummy ache. Other than that, you'll be okay. Yeah, exactly, Bald. Everyone should take creatine. Everyone. The older that you get, the more important it is. A 75-year-old woman benefits more from creatine than a 16-year-old male.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new
It's a
safe zone.
weird one, but it is what it is.
Gulag's closed until further notice.
Yeah. Well, best of luck to you, Scars. Best of luck, bro. I'm moving back in with the girls here, so I will be on drop-off duty every day, picking them up a few times a week, on dad duty after school most days of the week. People take it even if you don't work out. Is creatine all the same? 95% of the creatine out there is the same. It's all Chinese made. If you want to get the absolute best, look for the trademark Creapure. It's German made. But creatine monohydrate, don't get any other form but creatine monohydrate. People have been coming out with different forms of creatine for 30 years, and the only one that's stuck around and the only one that's gonna stick around is monohydrate. I don't like this spot.
Hostile UAV in the area. Enemy UAV is
Watch
online.
Frozen 1,000 times? Heck yeah, bro. Heck yeah. The, Emma has been stuck on this Unicorn Academy show that she really likes. CreaPure, yep. There's a lot of different brands that make CreaPure. Just as long as you see the trademarked CreaPure, you're fine.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
You don't need protein powder, Victorio. And this is coming from somebody who I've taken protein powder for 15 out of the 17 years that I've been training consistently. And it oh my goodness. It is not necessary. You can easily,
Now that's better.
maybe the word easily is gonna come with more experience as far as eating a certain way. But you can get your protein through your diet. You don't necessarily need.
Gas is inbound.
You don't necessarily need to get a protein powder. It does make it pretty easy to get your protein number up for the day, though. If you're not somebody who's used to eating a ton of protein, then it could definitely be a good addition. But it's not necessary. I would not say that protein powder is necessary by any means. I'm assuming he's out here somewhere. No.
Got 4 remaining.
Changing
Stay
mag.
sharp.
Gun incoming. Just needed electrolytes.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. You're in the top 3. Don't let up now.
What's going on here, bro?
Gas is closing in. You're in the last 2. Now finish this. Enemy UAV overhead.
Raider inbound at the speed of heat. This is Raider 19er. Strike mission completed as
Taking
tasked.
fire. Throwing smoke. Got contact.
Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone. Gas is moving.
Thermite out. Loading fresh mag.
We did it!
Primary objective complete. Good work.
Let's go, baby. Disneyland's 20 minutes away. Yeah, that definitely doesn't help. But as far as supplements go, you don't need any, honestly. But creatine is probably the best one. Protein powder, if you're not used to eating enough protein, it makes it easy, but once again, it's not necessary. I've actually had some of the best results of my entire life over the past couple months cutting out protein powder and just sticking to whole food. Why the Hawker, not the Strider? The Strider feels weird on mouse and key. It like recenters up to the right for no reason. So it's just not, I don't know, it just feels awkward. What age do you think is acceptable for kids to start taking it? Probably, I think that there's actually, you can probably look this up. I'm not 100% sure on the exact age, but I believe there are studies on creatine in like young teenagers, like 13, 14 years old, and they all show good stuff. You definitely double check me on that, but I believe I remember reading something. If you only have 1 meal a day, would you advise a protein shake for lunch to give you your daily amount? Yeah, if you're trying to get your protein. You could just add that protein shake into your 1 meal a day, have it on the side like you're drinking a chocolate milk with your 1 meal too, though. You don't need to split up your food, your protein in 4 different meals. It's fine to have it all at once. Yeah, I'll have better internet for sure.
Enemies are dropping into
I'm moving back with the girls. Moving back with the girls, so much better internet there.
Reloading.
Haven't taken creasing in years, so I noticed working right away. Probably dependent on, like, are you training hard, you know? It's not gonna be like, any supplement like this is not like you take it and then a 30% increase in your strength, right? You're just talking about the cherry on top.
All stations, this is Shadow 01.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm
Deployment
excited.
to the Warzone has
I'm
been
excited.
authorized.
Yeah, agreed, Zeb. Like I said, I'm super hyped. super hyped. But it's not gonna be like a 30% difference, Monk. You might notice that you have a little bit more strength. Maybe you recover a little bit better, but it's just one of those things, like taking creatine consistently for years. If your goal is to, you know, get this much better every single day, that adds up. It adds up over the course of years and a decade of taking it. Those percentages add up. Yeah. I mean, it could definitely help.
Proceed to the safe zone.
How's the heat treating you? I love the heat, bro. I love the heat. I don't want the summer to go away. I literally sit in I'm in a 200-degree sauna like 6 times a week for 25 minutes or so. I love the heat. So even like with it being 90 degrees outside with 80% humidity, I don't even really notice it at this point anymore. I'm never uncomfortable because of the heat. I prefer it. Heck as up. With L-carnitine as fat burning supplement to a fairly active gym life routine. Just don't even bother, Bush. Don't even bother. It's not that it could do nothing, it's just, as far as the fat burning goes, it's all gonna come down to your calories. Getting your protein that you need in a day, keeping your calories under your maintenance level, getting your 10K steps, resistance training 4 times a week. If you're nailing those things, then you're going to see results. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you are not counting calories, you're not tracking absolutely everything that you're doing, you just think that you're getting close enough to your protein, you're eating healthy, you know, is how you phrase it, and you think that adding L-carnitine is going to do something, it's literally not going to do a thing. You're going to notice nothing. You're not going to have more energy, you're not going to lose more fat. It has everything to do with what you're eating. So instead of L-carnitine, buy a food scale.
Supply box secured.
If you already have one, heck yeah, start using it consistently. Well, I've taken L-carnitine. I've done all that kind of stuff, and I'm telling you, as far as if L-carnitine can be useful, if you have everything nailed down, right? You got your protein, you got your calories below maintenance, you're getting your steps, you're just trying to like min-max a percentage here, a percentage there. It's a solid supplement to mobilize fat to be used as fuel. It's not like the worst supplement ever, right? It's just the majority of people who take it aren't going to notice anything.
All supply boxes found.
What's this guy doing, bro?
Changing mags.
Just go to square. You got to, Cosmic. You got to. The thing with weight gain too, it just adds up so easily. We have such good tasting food, you know? We have such good tasting food. It's so easy. Or even like a lot of the healthy stuff, dude. What you kind of figure out, the more that you like lock in, maybe the correct word. The more you lock in, the more you realize that the high protein this, the healthy food that is just as much of a scam as anything. It's crazy. Just as much of a scam. You think that you're doing well by using a certain oil for cooking, and maybe in, you know what, for a lot of people you are, but if your like calories aren't being tracked and you want to cook some burgers with olive oil and you just throw a whole bunch of olive oil on the pan, that's like, that could be 400 or 500 calories, right? Like, let's say everything's perfect, you're tracking and weighing everything except the oil that you're using, which olive oil is really, really good for you. But if you are putting in 400 calories worth of olive oil every time that you're cooking your beef, over the course of 5 years, you're gonna put on 50 pounds from adding olive oil, right? Like, it's just, it's out of control as far as how easy the calories add up. How easy they add up. Now, I'm not saying that olive oil is one of the best things that you can have, but I'm just saying you have to be careful is the biggest thing. You really have to weigh everything. You can't just think that, you know, you're being healthy and doing all the right things because you're eating healthy, but you're still putting on weight. It's just your calories are out of control. And that was just an example of how easy they can be out of control, even when you're doing everything right. Or almost everything. Am I a candy sugar guy? No, not at all. If I have anything that like I have like a weakness of, it's cookies, bro. Chocolate chip cookies I cannot have in the house. I'll eat them all. Just a good old standard chocolate chip, you know. I don't need any of this fancy, whatever the crumble cookie of the week is. I'm not into all that. Just give me a Subway chocolate chip, right? Nice.
Enemy UAV is online.
Let's do this. On seafood boil. I don't need a lot of seafood, but I definitely would. Seafood's pretty fire, bro. I'm just hooked on my beef. Just hooked on my beef. And I'm totally okay with eating it every day. I love it.
Enemy intel. Capture and secure it to get ahead of the next gas spread.
Changing mags.
Good luck, bro. I got a sweet tooth. I said just chocolate chip cookies, bro. I just love chocolate chip cookies. Probably comes from when I was a kid. My mom made the best chocolate chip cookies, dude. The best. They were like in the shape of a pizza. She'd make a huge one and then cut it like pizza slices. Oh my goodness.
Good work. Hold down the point.
The frosting. If there's, oh, I bet, Darth. I bet.
I tell you what. Let's have one.
I can't even tell you the last time that I had a cookie. It's been probably a year. At least, probably a year and a half. I like them.
Intel point captured. Great work. You've earned a peek at the next gas spread. Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
I like game meat? Oh yeah, of course. Darth Rob, let's go, my dog. Appreciate you, Rob. Thank you very, very much for the gifted. You're freaking dope, homie. Let's go. Yeah, of course, I grew up on venison. The majority of the meat that I ate growing up was venison.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
The vast majority.
Reloading. Lost contact.
That's unfortunate.
Earn redeployment or die trying.
No weightlifting, no. And honestly, it definitely has in the past. Definitely has. I needed to correct that myself, though, as far as
Prepare for redeployment.
for me, like I said, I only eat 1 or 2 times a day now.
Not gonna let myself down
That
again.
completely fixed all of the this finishing the extra calories from the kids. I don't eat the same things that they. I have my meals, they have theirs. I don't like when I'm cooking, I'm not cooking for all of us, except on very rare occasions. I cook them their food. I already have mine prepped usually. So it makes it pretty easy. If you aren't prepared, then it's very easy to do that. That's just lagging so bad. If you're not prepped, then yeah, for sure. But if I already have my meal cooked, it's already in the fridge, then I don't even need to think about it. I know exactly what I'm gonna eat.
Tossing smoke grenade. Frag out. Reloading. Incoming.
There's a lot going on here. Tick.
UAV available for tasking.
Get out of here, I guess. Seem ill. Yeah. Like, I just Emma brought home something from her first week of school. It's just more annoying than like I'm feeling terrible, right? It's just more annoying. One of those things where you get a scratchy throat, stuffy nose, like a little achy, but I'm chilling. I got it, Skaz. I knew one of those dudes had it. I just didn't know which one. That's why I went back for it. How many people are terrified of feeling hungry? Well, it's a lot easier, I feel like, to you have to prep for it,
Changing
man.
max.
It's not so much that people are like, yeah, I mean, I do agree. People are definitely terrified of being. They just think that the better way to put it is they think that every single like hunger signal needs to be responded to with food. It's okay to be hungry. For me, like if I know I'm getting all of my calories at 7 p.m., I don't need to sit there and panic with what I'm going to eat, when I'm going to eat, what the girls are going to eat. Like it's all planned. I know when I'm gonna eat.
Attention
I
operators.
don't need to
Classified
make a
weapons are
bad
entering
decision
the area.
because I'm hungry.
Watch
That will
the
negatively influence them, right? Which I preach all the time. And that's why I love fasting so much too, or just at least being prepared with your meals. But it's just such a liberating feeling to.
Requesting recon flyover. Now that's reloaded.
A liberating feeling to not have to worry about what they're gonna eat. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh, nice. Those things show up. And then be able to like solely focus on what they need to eat and when, and then not make a bad decision because of it.
Classified weapons are now in the field. Acquire one to gain the status. An enemy has retrieved a classified weapon. Hunt them down and take it for yourself. Gas is moving.
Heritrate?
Well done,
What's
soldier.
heritrate?
Check your map for the next gas spread location.
Am I just dumb and that's something that I should know? I've never heard of that.
Changing max.
Okay, Death.
Just needed electrolyte.
Much better for playing tower defense, Mollies. No, I'm not a fan of low carb, Asa. It's heart rate. I'm not a fan of low carb. And I don't necessarily like, if I want to get into ketosis, I'll just fast for 2 days. It's just, in my opinion, low carb is one of the most overrated things possible. If you want to train hard. If you don't care about training hard, then it's probably, you could probably benefit quite a bit from it. But if you really like training and you want to train hard, not a fan. And for me, like I said, the quality of my lifts are of the utmost importance. I'll take a slower weight loss path if I can have good lifts. You know? Heart rate is what you meant. So you have a... What was that? Heart rate. Pretty low heart rate while fasting. I don't wear a watch that like gives me my heart rate. I don't know, mine's pretty consistent. As far as the only time that I test it is when I'm doing zone 2 cardio though, and it doesn't range whether I've been fasted for 24 or 30 hours and doing it, or if it's at the beginning. It's pretty much the same. I have not, Zep. I definitely will. Yeah, I guess we'll see, Doctor.
You've got gas inbound.
I guess so, Azim. I guess so, bro. And it's not that, I'm not saying that low carb can't work for that. Obviously, as long as your calories are what they should be, your low carb will, it'll work for weight loss, but once again, you're just performance suffering. You gotta weigh the pros and the cons, and for me, even if the progress, technically it wouldn't even be faster if your calories are the same. But I just feel like it's so much more important to make sure that you're still having good workouts, so you must consume carbohydrates rather than be in ketosis. You know, I feel like that's not necessary when, as long as your calories are the same, you're chilling, bro. I mean, that's a long time, dude. If I'm gonna the longest fast that I would like to do, at least right now, is like 48 hours. I've done 30 hours multiple times, but 48 I could see myself doing here soon. Really, you just got to do it, like, start it at the right time. So I'd probably eat at night, fall asleep for the first time, and then I'd only have to fall asleep on an empty stomach once. Would probably make it the easiest for me. Bush Lightyear, thank you for the 8 months, dog. Appreciate that a ton. Let's go, let's go. Thank you, Bush. 7 days. That's pretty intense, bro. It's pretty intense. With whenever I fast, like, as long as I'm busy, I feel good. As long as I'm busy, I feel good. As soon as I'm like sitting down and not moving, it's just, it makes it, if you haven't eaten for 30 hours, you just, I feel like you turn into a log. You know what I'm saying? I think it's around 24 to 48 big is where the your body consuming its own, like, not working correctly cells, autophagy, and then making the new ones happens around that 24 to 48. $24 to $30, good enough for what, PK? 24 to 30 what? I'm about to do online personal training, and for me, like, my target audience that I have identified is going to be new dads, and my before picture and then my now picture over the last 4 years or whatever is, oh my gosh, bro, it's pretty nuts. So I'm pretty hyped to use that as an example as far as like a selling technique, right? Oh, as far as fasting goes, I gotcha. Is that what you're saying?
You've got a loadout drop.
But that, like I said, that's going to be my target audience as far as online personal training and nutrition stuff.
10 remaining. Keep pushing.
Drink only water, yeah, Baco. Oh, okay, that's what PK's saying. I gotcha. Yeah, 24 or 30 hours, that's good enough, bro. It's just, you do get, like, big time benefits around the 24 to 48 hour as far as,
acquire it to gain the status. Be advised, opposing forces now possess a classified weapon. Gas closing in.
Requesting close air. Target marked. Loading fresh mag.
Dang it.
Go in. Go again.
As far as that autophagy goes. After workout, technically, $. After. After's the best time, but it doesn't really matter that much.
Clear for now.
Bro, really? When do I start selling my service? Couple months, Sanchez. Couple months. I got to nail down some details as far as the
Gas is inbound. Marking
things that I'm going to use for check-ins and giving the workouts and giving the diets, like what website to log into, all that kind of stuff, and then create it.
Reloading.
Oh no! I mollied myself, bro. Heck yeah, Sanchez. Heck yeah, heck yeah. So I'll do some more advertising about it in the near future, but Deuterino, thank you for the 55 months, dude. Grateful for you, Deuterino. Let's go, let's go. I mean, that's the plan, though. I want to get too busy with it. That's the plan. Will the online training mechanism work? Will it be a live stream? No, it's not going to be a live stream. It'll be one-on-one type stuff where there will be, you know, check-ins weekly, you know, constant communication, especially at the beginning as far as downloading the knowledge that's required to nail your diet and nail training and stuff like that. It's not going to be a live stream type thing. Yeah, probably like a Discord call, or it could be FaceTime, whatever works. That type of thing, Silk. What are my 10 items to bring for a loan? That's a great question, bro. I don't even know. I feel like I would bring an axe. I would bring a fire starter, for sure. I know some people don't. Bow and arrow. Lots of goodies. Yeah, I'm pretty hyped, CX. I'm pretty hyped. I said the target audience being dads, newer dads especially. It's just because I've lived it for the past, you know, however many years, and obviously fitness has been something that's been the focus of mine for a long time. But really being able to have like a crazy before and after, I never have had, because I never really got super out of shape, you know. But when Verdansk happened, I ballooned up to like 300 pounds, and when it's all said and done, I'll probably be around 180. I'm at like 192, 193 right now. I'm not too far. Also, without a couple of the kickers too, without GLP-1s and without TRT. I feel like if you just add in online coaches that add in GLP-1s, that's just easy mode, no? Is it not? Starlink. For my frickin', that's funny, dude. For my 10 items on a loan, bring Starlink. A rechargeable battery. You're just there to watch shows. Not as far away as you think, Silk. Not as far away as you think. 60 isn't too much. At least you didn't balloon all the way up. What's my height? I'm 5'10". 5'10". Yeah, 5'10", 300. That's a bowling ball right there, bro. That's a bowling ball.
Enemy soldier incoming. Check your gear and weapons. We'll be deploying shortly.
$6'5". My goodness, bro. Is being that tall, like an inconvenience a lot? I feel like it would be. Like, nothing's made for you at 6'5". You'd have to get like a big car. Most things you probably just are just way too small.
Stand by for deployment.
Be a pain. A branch Warren. Yeah, dude. If I was at 300 pounds, I wouldn't even need to eat. I could live for 3 months. Easy. Don't even need to eat. That's what that one guy did who almost won, right? On one of the Alone shows. He was a big dude. He was like probably 6'4", 330. And he just didn't eat the entire time. He just made a shelter and just didn't move. And got in like second or something.
Gas is closing on your position. Suggest you hightail it out of there.
And they were just worried about, I think, his heart at that point. He still looked like he was moving okay, though. But that was his plan. He literally put on 60 pounds and just didn't eat for like 3 months. Just crazy. Yeah, I can imagine, Clove. I can imagine. Yeah, well, bears, it's a little bit different than humans as far as how it works for them, but yeah. Their metabolisms come to like a crawl. Where ours, like, yeah, your metabolism goes down because of you're not asking it to do as much, especially if you're not moving, but it's nowhere near as efficient as a bear's. Or look at things like snakes and alligators. They can eat, like, snakes I think can eat like once a year. That's insane. And still grow. It's a cheat code. No wonder they have been alive for millions and millions and millions of years. That sort of metabolic adaptation is cheating. Okay, let's see if we can get another win here. We got one.
Eliminate all targets in the AO. Supply box is located. Move to secure.
It just looks more summer. It does, doesn't it? Nice little neighborhood here.
Supply box down. 2 remain.
What? That's got to be a bug.
1 remaining.
Yeah, that's a nice little neighborhood. I'd live here, bro. As long as it's far enough away from the stadium and the parking. My little brother lives close to the Seattle Seahawks stadium. Like, he can see it. It's pretty cool.
Contract complete. All supply boxes secured. You're losing ground. Move it.
Loading fresh mag.
I wonder where this dude went. Is he just not playing with headphones, or? Maybe. Hoping to go to the beach tonight with the girls. Get a little bit more sun. Or swim. One of the two. Or both. Might as well do this recon, I guess. Ooh. I totally forgot that grapples were out of the game, dude. Totally forgot.
Check your map. I've marked a point containing
I want
enemy intel
specialty and
nearby.
handicraft.
Capture it for information on the next gas spread.
The pool will be the only thing we missed. I think that we're gonna copy the pool key for the place that I live at and just come here. Because the spot that I'm at right now, the one good thing about it is the pool. The pool is actually S tier. But how are you gonna know if we live here or not, you know? Then we're just gonna copy the key. Screw it. What's the worst that happens? They say, hey, you can't swim here anymore? Whatever. Ooh, that would be cool, sick.
Nice job, soldier. Stay there to secure the intel.
No, we're not swimming in the ocean, Silk. No, thank you. Swimming in the ocean is just not a good idea. Not for me. We ain't about that life. There are like...
Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading
Oh dang, I
information
should
on
have
the next
waited.
gas spread.
There are like 10-foot great white sharks that wash up on beaches all around us. Before people like throw them back in or whatever, there's same thing, 8-10-foot hammerheads that are everywhere.
Get ahead of the next gas spread.
It's just, if you go anywhere past your knees, you just kind of are flipping a coin where I live. Anywhere past your knees, you're flipping a coin. The hammerheads get pretty close to the shore. Great whites are a little bit farther out, but not much.
Lost contact! Now that's better. Changing max.
So no, thank you. Where would I live if not the U.S.? Costa Rica. For the rest of my life, will live somewhere where it's always hot, bro. I can't. I'm not doing the cold again. I have no problem, like, you know, going on a hunt in some place that's cold or vacationing, you know, somewhere where it snows. But as far as live, after living in a place that's warm 8-9 months out of the year, and the coldest that it gets is like barely freezing, never again. Never again.
Headed your way.
There's just no point.
Well done, soldier. Check your map.
You don't need to be depressed half the year. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be depressed.
Heads up, Juggernaut inbound.
Taking fire!
My goodness, bro.
Feeling weak.
Precision airstrike available.
Reloading.
That's a
Enemy
jog.
UAV overhead.
Yeah, you don't need to be depressed.
Planting Claymore.
It's so funny, isn't it, Skaz? It's so funny. It snowed where I live, not this last year, but the year before. Dude, it was pandemonium. Water gone at every grocery store, right? Water gone. Food, you know, scarce on the shelves. Just the level of panic. They were taking trucks around. And throwing sand on the snow and the ice to try to get everything to melt. Just pure panic, bro. Just pure panic. And the roads weren't even icy. Like, after growing up in Michigan, like, I've driven some pretty sketchy roads to get to school and to get to work, you know, where I'm staring out a 4x5 little square that I scraped out to be able to see the corner of the road. You know, anyone who lives in a place where it's cold knows exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes you don't have time to let everything defrost. You just scrape out that 4-inch by 5-inch little square so you can stare at the yellow line. The white line, whatever side. Depends on where you live, I guess. and just pay attention to the brights of the other cars, you know, as far as am I drifting too far to the right or left. Like, it gets real sketchy.
Changing max.
It gets real sketchy. But here, it snowed, nobody moved, and then as the next day, it was already in like the 40s, right? Like the snow's gonna melt, and they shut down everything. They shut down the bridges, they shut down everything. School was closed, obviously, all restaurants, all everything. They just didn't know how to deal with it. It was totally fine, bro. You got, like, it's a 45-mile-per-hour road, once again, with no ice. There's no black ice anywhere. People are going 25 just at a crawl.
Great work. You've earned a peek at the next gas spread.
An absolute crawl.
Target area marked. You're cleared hot.
This is Longbow 3-1. Target acquired. Strike inbound.
Napalm strike ready for delivery.
Up winter tires. Well, nothing here is set up for it. Moving to a place that is dark and freezing cold half the year. Yep. Yep, 100%, bro. 100%. Listen, I grew up. I didn't move to a place like that. I grew up there. And for 30 years, you just think that it's normal that everyone's just sad half the year. You know, like that's just the reality of it. When it's just 30 degrees outside and you don't get any sun, everyone's just kind of a little low. It's just normal, but it doesn't have to be. That's what I'm saying. Like, I will never, ever go back to a place that's not sunny. If I'm not gonna live in the U.S., I'm going to Costa Rica or one of those Virgin Islands or something, you know?
Expect resistance.
Nice. Maybe we can mess with this jug here. Yeah, exactly, Sanchez. Exactly. I said you realize that winter depression it's not necessary.
Taking fire.
Raider approaching LAR, raining fire.
Loading fresh mag.
Raider 1-9, delivery complete, RTB.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
Where do I live now? Northwest Florida. Beautiful here.
Rates to restock. Advise you to load up now.
Setting Claymore.
Boom. Sorry, Enzo. I know who Enzo is. He's probably trying to make content for the frickin' jug. I know, Enzo. The jug is just so terrible, dude. It's so bad. It's like a mistake to grab straight up.
High value target located. Bring them down. You've got
The
gas
humidity,
moving
though,
in.
you get used to it pretty quick.
Heads up.
When I say pretty quick,
You as a bounty target.
the humidity, as far as if it's miserable or not, comes down to a few things. Number one, you 100% adapts to it. 100%. It, like, for me at this point, I don't even notice it. Don't even notice it when it's 90 degrees, 80% humidity. It feels amazing. You become a lizard, basically. After a few years of living in the heat and the humidity, you start to crave it. Like right now, when I first moved to South Florida, we would put the AC in like the low 60s. That was like normal, right? Low 60s is what was normal. Now my AC is set to like 74, and I'm cold sometimes at 74. Another thing is like how much body fat you're carrying around. If you're carrying around a winter coat, like I said when I moved to South Florida, like that's just uncomfortable, period. Just uncomfortable. If you're straight up carrying around 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds of body fat, you're gonna be way hotter than you need to be. So get rid of that, get used to the heat, it feels incredible. 3 weeks of snow on the roads, that's on the low end there. I mean, there's prisons here too, Kill. Might even get some celebrities in the Florida jails. Warzone 1, Sully. Warzone 1, I was, like, back when Warzone was good, I was #1 in the world for wins. For majority of it. When the Grab was out last week, I think. We got another one.
Loading fresh mag.
I can almost get.
Enemy hunters were
Nice,
taken out.
nice,
You're in the clear.
nice. I can almost get special here. There we go.
Changing mag.
Deadeye drone standing by.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
It takes a little bit, Sanchez. It takes a little bit. Like I said, for me, it took a couple years at
We lost
least.
track of the bounty target.
If you
Contract
want to
failed.
speed up the process, Sauna will speed up that process big time. What in the world?
Precision
What's
airstrike
that?
ready for tasking.
What? Sick. A sauna will speed up that process big time. How powerful are you? Just inevitable complex, as you would say. I need a muni, man. How many infinity stones? What up,
Gas
Mo?
closing in.
I have no infinity stones. Wow, that just sucks.
Reloading. Got contact. Just needed electrolytes.
Yeah. Nice. The period. Rose. You found me in the periodic table of elements. That joke of the day goes to. Yes, that shows. Get the use of that sauna, dude. The sauna is life changer. I freaking love it so much. I love it. Listen, for me, 25 minutes a day, 6 days a week in the sauna.
LDBR awaiting targeting data.
Precision airstrike standing by.
FFE, danger close. Over.
I like it too, Shoot. I like it too. If I didn't like Michigan, ground. Come on,
Gas
man.
inbound. Safe zone relocated.
You know that's not true, soldier.
Gulag's closed until further notice.
Target grid struck. No casualties.
You know that's not true. Talking about the best football team in all the land here.
Drop inbound.
What's the sauna actually do? Dude. So many things. But, you can get some pretty good hormonal benefits from it. But really, like, how I like to look at it is you work out in the gym to train your muscles. You sit in the sauna to train your heart. It's like a heart exercise. It, like, how less likely you are to die from a stroke or heart attack from going into a sauna weekly is just ridiculous. Like 50-60% less likely to die from things like that.
You're losing ground. Move it.
It's just an extender of life. You're basically looking to create heat shock proteins, raising your internal body temperature to a certain level. And then your body responds by creating these proteins that do all of the goodness of life extension and vitality and recovery, all of the benefits. And I'm missing a lot of them. So you can just do a simple Google search and you'll be like, wait, what? Like that's how shocking a lot of the statistics are behind a sauna, is you almost like don't believe it. It seems like too good to be true.
You're in the top 5. Bring home the win.
Yeah, that guy is an XM3, by the way. That boom, boom, boom. So I gotta be kind of wary of him. 4 others up. Hopefully Enzo's out of the game because he's never fun to fight.
Gas is closing
what a
in.
pull.
Get to the new safe zone. Less than 5.
That's what I get for not paying attention. What a shot.
Reloading.
Oh my gosh, that's an incredible shot, bro. That is insane. No way that just happened, man. No way. What a shot, bro. That's like a 1 in 1,000 shot that guy just hit. That's incredible. That's incredible. If he doesn't hit that shot, I most likely win the game, you know? Straight up. If he doesn't hit that, he's not beating you with the crossbow if I know where he's at. That was insane. No, you got the magic in a sauna happens 190 plus. So my sauna is that I go to is around 190 to 200. Hey, that's fine with me, dude. That was an incredible shot. That was like a 1 in 1,000 shot. It was a 1 in 1,000, maybe a 1 in 10,000. That was incredible. I want to see if he hits another one.
Reloading.
But yeah, as far as the sauna goes, you try to get it up to no, not heart rate 190. Heck no, bro. It's 190 degrees. So that's where the magic happens. 190 plus.
Treasure mag. Making effective fire.
You like Modern Warfare 4? For controller, it's actually kind of a fun game. Uh-oh. You got this, bro. You got this. Oh. How is he getting out of this? Throw your util? Throw your util? No, Sully. What about the guy behind him?
Requesting close air. Target marked.
Gas
Loading.
moving.
Oh, nice. You see that guy. Hit him. Nice. Nice. One more. Two more. Oh, I was really hoping he hit that, dude. Oh, so many things, Dallas. We were just talking about it. Just do like a simple Google search and the list is long. The list is long.
I'm taking fire.
Oh, this guy's good. I've killed him a fair amount of times and I've died to him a fair amount of times. Here, I'll read off all of the things as far as the sauna, the benefits that are like research backed, right? lower blood pressure, reduce risk of cardiovascular disease by a significant amount, stress relief, better sleep, pain relief from blood flow, lower dementia risk, reduced inflammation. Those are just the things that you see right off the rip. And the studies keep going and keep going and keep going. Could be Austin. Could be. See what the weather's gonna be like. Little cloudy. Nice, Sanchez, heck yeah. I said the 190 plus is where the magic happens. Cheesy Dorito fingers, thank you for the 18 months, you're dope, yo. Tambro, thank you for the 42. Appreciate it. Much love, Tambro. If it brings your heart rate up to 190, that'd be alarming, bro. You'd be probably pretty close to death. I'm definitely obsessed with the sauna. I love it. And then, like I said, if you live in a place that's hot, the heat adaptation. If I'm sitting in a sauna that's 190, 200 degrees for 2.5 hours a week, like it's pretty easy to be outside in 90 degrees with less humidity. It makes it seem not near as hot. Yeah, I'm surprised I got sick too. Because Emma, she was the one she had a real stuffy nose, but it's hard to tell with Emma as far as if she's sick or not, because she never, she's almost too tough for her own good. Like, there's been times in the past where she'll, throw up if she has, that type of flu, and as soon as she's done throwing up, she's, totally fine, and just, starts running around and do what she, thinks that she's doing all this stuff, normal, and then, right before she throws up, she, says she doesn't feel good, but same thing with this. She probably felt how I feel right now, but I just had no clue. We literally were outside swimming for 4 hours the other day. While she had a sniffly nose, and she didn't say a thing. She was happy the whole time. No, you're good, Sully. She was happy the whole time, didn't say a word, wasn't whiny. So hard to tell, but is that this sickness that I have is more of just an annoying one. Just annoying more than anything. It's not like I'm down for the count and can't move. That'd be dope, DJ. Oh, true that, Sanchez. True that. True that. That's that Dagestani style, where they're in the mountains.
Enemy dropping into the AR. We're heading to the war zone. Get geared up. Stand by.
You too, 80K. Yeah, that does sound pretty cool. That does sound pretty cool. Yeah, Day. You're most likely his doctor as far as the frequency. Is going to be too infrequent. The doctor isn't there giving you, administering the shots once a week. Just, he can do whatever he wants once he gets it. He can literally do whatever he wants. But yeah, you want every other day type dose is the best.
Deployment to the war zone. Battle Royale. Keep clear of the gas. Get to the safe zone.
Let's see. Yeah, he can inject whenever he wants, bro. The doctor will say once a week or whatever, but who cares? They don't know. Won't hurt him. And he'll get so much less side effects from going every other day. This guy is so thirsty, man. Just chill. It ain't that serious, homie. A lot of the times I just feel like, well, being like a medical professional is never, it's never like you pass the exam and now all of a sudden you know everything. Like, it's always changing. And I feel like, I've said this quite a few times before, the hardest human beings in the world to convince to change are successful old men. It's impossible. So if there's an old doctor who's, you know, he probably is living in some mansion somewhere, he's been successful for a while, and he's just kind of like coasting in his practice where he doesn't need to put in 20 hours of study in a week to get all the latest stuff. He can just kind of cut and paste for everybody. It's almost not realistic to think that they're going to, a doctor who's 70, 75 years old, that they're going to put in the work to be on the cutting edge of all this stuff. Like, they've already lived a pretty successful life. Maybe a little set in their ways, you know. They're not necessarily cheap, it's just that same passion for the pursuit of medical excellence might not be there after they've been a doctor for 40 years. You know what I'm saying? And it's understandable. Just human nature, really. Can't really, like, blame them for it. Obviously, if you can choose, you'd like to choose, I would definitely choose somebody who's a little bit younger, who hasn't necessarily proven themselves, but is obsessed. I'll choose obsession over set in stone any day. Obsession over set in stone any day.
One supply box remaining. Move to secure.
How goes life? Goes good. Goes good. We are training hard. The fitness journey is going as well as it can, really. Besides this minor little sickness, which hopefully is passed by in the next couple days. Other than that, though,
contract complete.
Heck yeah, Emma is growing too fast, but she's a happy, healthy girl, so I can't complain. We're nearing the end of summer, though, which is unfortunate. I might be one of those people that just moves closer to the equator during the winter months. Move further south in Florida during the winter.
Loadout drops on the way.
Way too fast, yo. There's a combo about doctors. Yeah, we were just talking about doctors. At least, not obviously, just very broad strokes more than absolutes. 4.5. Just 4.5.
Bounty targets are up. Get after them.
See how good this dude is.
Primary objective complete. All targets eliminated.
Look out the trophy system.
We'll do, Day. We'll do. Appreciate you, bro. About to turn 6, dang. No, I feel that. I feel like I carried her out of the operating room yesterday, straight up. Just insane. Now she like a whole person, you know. Preschool next week? Heck yeah.
Care package on
This
standby.
is, well, this is a C-section. So, yeah. Didn't I have 2 of these? I'm an idiot. Whatever. I gotta work on getting special here. Hey, congrats, Austin. Heck yeah. Let's go, let's go. Best thing ever, yo. Best thing ever. It's crazy, Cena. Time waits for no man. The days are long, the years are short, you know? You left it on the computer? That makes sense. Good call. Okay, I'll go back. This should pull me back down there. Oh, I was so confused. I could have sworn, dude. Makes sense. Or not.
Supply boxes marked. Secure those locations.
Wow, Will.
Changing max.
One supply box down.
You guys are in
2
game
remain.
chat. Only nerds say shut up to nerds. Ew.
You've got a loadout.
Enemy
drop
helo
inbound.
destroyed.
Terrible pull about.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. 2 supply boxes down. 1 to go.
These are awful pulls.
Juggernaut crates incoming. Suit up.
What's funny about that day is the walking pad is literally, I was just talking to Emma's mom about it. I was like, I will be buying a walking pad in the next couple months for sure. It's just, especially with moving back in with them, I'm not gonna be able to get the steps in consistently that I've been getting, so I feel like that's kind of a necessity, you know?
Contract complete.
A necessity
Supply
for
boxes
sure.
secured.
LDBR salvo ready for launch.
Just to be able to consistently get steps. 20-hour solo streams? No, bro. Life has changed so much since the 20-hour solo streams. For me to do something like that, it would require a couple things. Number one, the girls would have to be on vacation somewhere. Oh, what's daily step target? 10K minimum. Usually I like to do a good chunk of those on an incline though. But anyways. I need to just wait for more. But yes, the girls would have to be on vacation, right? So I'm not gonna be on dad duty or I wouldn't like miss out on time, right? And it would have to be a game that I'm just like completely obsessed with. If you were here for the marathon streams, bro, I was doing 16, 17 hour streams every day for marathon. I was completely obsessed with that game. Completely obsessed. It was just a good game, you know? Call of Duty is not that. Did I get burned out for Marathon? No. The problem with Marathon is no one's playing it, no one's watching it, bro. If I wanna keep doing this, can't, like, realistically, it can't be done with Marathon, you know? So it's just tough. If Marathon was super popular and everything was as it is with Call of Duty, I'd be playing Marathon, you best believe. Marathon is a much better game than Call of Duty. But it's just for whatever reason, it just did not take off in popularity.
Move to secure.
Which, each their own. We'll see about War Dogs, you know, and then we got Modern Warfare 4, so we got some chances at some decent games here. We still don't know about Modern Warfare 4. Unfortunately, I think that it needs to be played on controller, but that's no different, right? It's not that I'll never play Modern Warfare 4 on mouse and key. It's just the majority of it should be done on controller to minimize frustration. It's a much more enjoyable game on controller. So I give it like an 8.
Loading fresh mag.
Time of flight 5 seconds. Out.
Just what we do.
Fire solution was bad. Miss.
Yeah, DMZ, big hope too, 100%. Cause I'll definitely play like some Modern Warfare 4, just because I want to snipe, you know. Sniping actually feels really, really good in that game. And that'll be fun on mouse and key.
Taking fire.
Couldn't find him in time. Okay, I guess.
Welcome to the Gulag. Fight to win redeployment.
Yeah, I don't think I had. Hey, Phonics is in this game again. The guy that hit the crossbow shot. Where is he?
Fight for your life.
Yeah, same.
Almost
so.
your turn, soldier.
Same,
Stand
bro.
by.
Okay, that's dope, Jen.
Success means redeployment. Failure means elimination. Enemy eliminated. Prepare for redeployment.
Nerds.
Not gonna let myself down again.
Yeah, no, I'm just going for my stuff here.
Gas is closing in.
Reloading.
So we're all the way around here. Just in time. Thank you for the 2 years, dude. Appreciate you, man. I'm trying. The one thing I can still do is snipe in this game. So they'll never remove aim assist, bro, in this game. They just can't. Aim assist is like a drug. It's so strong.
Loading fresh mag.
People are just hooked on it. Behind me, huh? They don't make you pay for aim assist. Don't give them any ideas, bro. Don't give them any ideas.
Changing mags.
Napalm strike standing by. UAV standing by.
Need recon overhead.
Napalm strike ready for delivery.
Sick. No one really? We got a jug. Let's go start messing with the jug.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Oh my goodness, bro.
UAV is bingo fuel, returning to base.
Reloading.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
As long as I push him down. Perfect.
Changing mags.
This is LG. This is LG for me. Today was just gonna be a short little stream. Let you guys know I was still alive. We're just gonna relax the rest of the night, get some fluids in, and hopefully be 100% within the next couple days. I would love to be able to train tomorrow. Very annoyed. I had a really good workout on Monday, and I was so ready for Tuesday's workout. I've had to delay it again. No, Jug's terrible in solos, bro. Oh, what? Uh-oh.
Loading fresh mag.
Got him. Let's see what this dude had. I feel like he had something. Nothing. Sick. I think I've cleared my back here. Oh, Jug's already dead. What do you know? Never mind on the Jug.
Captain's closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
Still in a great
Gulag locked
spot.
down. Area's clear. Nice. Keep the pressure on.
Hey, bro.
Loadout drop headed your way.
You blended in pretty decent there, though.
Changing mag.
You're losing ground. Move it.
Loading fresh mag. Got the rover.
Why am I getting streaked? What's going on here?
God damn, I'm clean.
Make sure my back's 100% clear here.
You've made it to the top drive. Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone. Gas is closing in. Block 3, don't let up now.
Rip.
You were 1 of 5 remaining.
That's unfortunate.
We lost that
Very,
one.
very
We'll
awkward.
double you next time.
I don't know how that guy was able to just run all the way up with nobody shooting at him, but GG's, I guess. GG's. We had one win, like 3 or 4 top 5, some decent games. Wasn't too shabby. I will be live tomorrow. I cleared that whole side of the zone. We'll be live tomorrow. Hopefully, like I said, definitely do a little bit of, feel like 85% tomorrow. I really want to train. That's it, but whatever. Gotta be patient. Appreciate you guys for hanging out in this short little stream. Thank you for the subs, the gifted. You guys are freaking dope. See you tomorrow. Have a dope rest of your night. Train hardy, clean homies. Peace.